Hello children, how are you all doing? Hope you're all well. Okay, even I'm fine. Thank you very much. So today, as you know that in my first video I have discussed with you the major landforms and its concepts. The three concepts, the important concepts which I discussed in my first video were mountains, plateaus and plains. So in this video children, I'm going to discuss about the other two concepts. Okay, the other important concepts are the, you can see here, rivers. Okay, so the fourth concept is rivers. Okay, so what is a river? So rivers are natural channels that carry rainwater or water from melted ice and snow from mountains to plains, seas and lakes. These channels join together to form the rivers. So various channels we see falling down from the mountains, because we know that the rivers originate from the mountains. Okay, so all these small streams, small streams from the mountains, they together form these channels and streams, small lakes, all these together from the mountains, they together they become a big river. So that is how a river is formed. And what is the river water? You know that the river which originates from the mountains is the sweet water. That means the drinking water. So that is a source of drinking water. The rivers and lakes and streams are the source of drinking water for all the people around the world. Okay, so they are the source of water, sweet water. Now, what are the stages of the river? So, how does the river originate? How does it takes on its journey? And how does it, at last, it joins a ocean, an ocean or a sea? So, let us look about it. So, there are three stages. There are three major stages in the journey of the river. So, the first stage is the upper or the younger course. That means the first birth. Where does the river originates? So already it is informed to you, known to you that the rivers originate in the mountains. So at that time the rivers originate from mountains. At that time the speed of the river is very high. So the young river, it is also called as the young course, young. So at that time when the river originates, it is a young, like a baby. Okay, and it cuts deep channels into mountains to form river falls, waterfalls, canyons and the rapid flow, very fast at rock. So when the river originates from the mountains, it is very young at the time, and at that time it has a very high speed. And how does the river looks like? It looks like mostly like a waterfall at that time, and also it is very fast at the mountains or the rocks. So it falls from the water, as a waterfall, it falls on the rocks and takes on its journey. The second stage is the middle or the mature course of the river. So this is the second stage where the speed of the river decreases and it enters the plains now. So first it starts from the mountains and second it enters into the plains and it develops loops called meanders. Okay, so that means it develops a loops. So the river has decreased its speed and now it enters into the plains and it is not that high speed. And such examples of meandering examples are like the Ganga river. Ganga river has meandering course between the Allahabad and Varanasi. That means it is very slow at this time. The speed is little slow and it is in the form of a big river now, and it joins Allahabad. It joins Allahabad with other rivers also. Ganga joins Yamuna and Brahmaputra also at this point of stage. So Ganga and Yamuna, they join at Allahabad and Varanasi. So this is the second course, second stage of the river. Now I am going to tell you the third stage of the river. Okay, now children, we will discuss about the third stage of the river. That is the lower or the old course of the river. So this is the third stage of the river where the river has the river joins the sea or an ocean. So it is the third stage, the last stage of the river. Here the speed of the river is very low. So in first stage, the upper course or the young stage of the river, it was very high speed, and when it was so high in the beginning, now at the end of the course, at the end of the journey, the river is very slow now. Okay, and it deposits silts in, it carries near the mouth, that is a place before joining a sea, and forms a triangular shaped land called delta. That means just before joining a sea, a river forms a fertile land. Okay, fertile land. So river forms a fertile land in the form of a triangle. So before entering the ocean, before entering an ocean, the river forms a triangular shaped land. So this triangular shaped land is called as delta. Okay, so it is called as delta. Delta is the land which is very fertile for agriculture. Okay, so you can see these plains are very fertile lands. Okay, so most of the plains are formed by rivers which are very fertile lands. So the largest delta in the world is formed by the Ganga and the Brahmaputra rivers before they join in the Bay of Bengal. So in India, the Ganga river is and the Brahmaputra river, Brahmaputra and Ganga river, both of them form a delta, and it is the largest delta in the world, and it joins Bay of Bengal. So before joining Bay of Bengal, that is the mouth of the river. So before joining the Bay of Bengal, it is called the mouth of the river. So at the mouth of the river forms a plain, and that plain is called as delta. Okay, so children, now I am going to deal with the fourth concept. Okay, fifth concept. Under this concept, I am going to talk about the deserts. Now children, I am going to discuss with you the fifth concept of this lesson, that is called a desert. Okay, so deserts, you know what is a desert, children? Can you tell me what do you mean by desert? Deserts are the very dry areas. Okay, so very dry areas in the world are called deserts, where there is no rainfall, almost nil rainfall throughout the year, or they have no vegetation also. What is vegetation? Trees, forests and all. So deserts are the places which are very hot and cold, and they don't have any rainfall, and they don't have any even the vegetation is very less. So what do you mean by deserts? Deserts have very hot days and cold nights. So it is because deserts are made up of, they have the sand, and that sand becomes very hot very fast, and also it becomes even cool. It cools down very fast. Okay, now deserts have frequent storms in the desert. So frequent storms occur in the deserts. The desert dust storms, we call them as dust storms. Next is deserts have hills of sand called sand dunes. Okay, so deserts have hills of sand. Okay, hills of sand, and these hills of sand always change. They may not remain same, because the desert flow, the sand of the desert, it flows. Okay, it raises because of the wind. So whenever hot winds or cold winds blow, the desert sand also blows along with that, and it forms the sand dunes. Okay, so deserts have little vegetation due to less rainfall. So it is already known that the desert doesn't receive much rainfall or no rainfall, or called as nil rainfall at all. That's why they have no vegetation. Vegetation means the trees and the forests are not found in deserts. So what are the examples of deserts? So examples of deserts are the Sahara and the Kalahari desert in Africa. So you know the biggest desert, the largest desert in the world is the Sahara desert. So can you name the children the desert found in India? Yes children, you are right. The desert found in India is Thar desert. So other examples are the Great Sandy Desert. Okay, the Great Sandy Desert and the Victoria Desert in Australia. So there are many deserts situated in the world. In Africa we have Sahara Desert and Kalahari Desert. In Australia we find Sandy Desert and the Victoria Desert. And in Asia means Thar Desert is found in India, and the Arabian Desert is found in Saudi Arabia. And you have other Atacama Desert and the Patagonia Desert in South America. So these are the examples of big deserts, or the deserts found around the world. So you know the biggest desert in the world is Sahara, and the desert found in India is Thar Desert. So I hope that children, you have understood about deserts also. So all the concepts are clear to you. The first topic of this lesson is under the major landforms. The first topic which we learned, the first concept which we learned is mountains. Second topic is plateaus. Third topic is plains. Fourth is the rivers, and the fifth topic is desert. So these are the major landforms of the earth. Hope children that you have understood very well all the concepts, the topics in the lesson major landforms. Thank you very much children.